My grandmother secretly tested all 5 of us grandkids to see who actually listened to her. We only found out after she was gone. I'm the youngest grandchild in my family. 4 cousins, all older than me, and growing up, everyone always said I was too quiet. The one who never interrupted, who sat still too long and paid attention to things that didn't matter. A few years ago, my grandmother started doing something that seemed strange at the time, but none of us really questioned it. My grandmother had always been a storyteller, the type who could turn a trip to the grocery store into an epic tale. But around 3 years ago, she started telling the same stories over and over. Small details about her childhood, her parents, the house she grew up in, the names of neighbors from 60 years ago. At first, we all assumed it was just age, memory slipping, repeating herself without realizing. During family dinners, she'd start a story, and my cousins would smile politely and check their phones. "Grandma, you told us this one already," they'd say gently. She'd nod, apologize, and go quiet. But a week later, she'd tell it again and again. The story about the bakery on 5th Street. The story about her father's watch. The story about the winter the lake froze solid. I noticed something the others didn't. The details changed slightly each time. The bakery moved from 5th Street to 4th. Her father's watch was silver, then gold. The lake froze in January, then December. Tiny inconsistencies that most people wouldn't catch unless they were actually paying attention. One afternoon, I was sitting with her alone in her kitchen while she made tea. She started telling the bakery story again. This time she said it was on 3rd Street, and they sold only rye bread. When she finished, she looked at me carefully and asked, "What street did I say?" I told her 3rd. She smiled and patted my hand. Good girl. Over the next year, this pattern continued. Every family gathering, every holiday, every Sunday dinner, grandmother told her stories. My cousins nodded politely, interrupted kindly, or stopped listening altogether. Meanwhile, I started writing things down, not because I planned to, but because something felt important about remembering. One evening after Thanksgiving, my grandmother asked each of us what her father's name was. 3 of my cousins